probably had an atmosphere that wasn't as structured and providing the services at a scheduled time. It was more impromptu, and so the girls didn't know what to expect and the staff didn't know what to expect. So one of the main things we wanted to come in is start building the structure, providing the services during a scheduled time, and so the girls would know what was going to go on every day, and to prepare them when they go back into the community to come up with a scheduled times and be able to be productive. I think it's very important. You know, a lot of times people believe that the only time that an individual is receiving treatment in a residential setting is when they're actually sitting in a group or having an individual setting. But a lot of the young ladies that we work with never had that structure of just waking up in the morning, getting ready to go to school, doing their hygiene, sitting down for breakfast at a scheduled time, and then going to school at a scheduled time, and then having your after hours activities that you have scheduled, so to make it more of a daily work schedule. Well, you know, I don't think it was that bad of a place when I first started down there. I think what we've tried to do now is build relationships with the young ladies that are there and tried to prepare them to get back to the community. It wasn't a bad place. I mean, it's just that I think that we needed to get more treatment aspects into the facility. Well, we're providing probably 5 different group settings that we do now. We actually try to focus on the trauma-informed care. We try to be gender specific, and so we're providing a girl circle. We're doing drug and alcohol treatment. We do have some sex offender treatment, and we have another group that comes in and does things with us on Thursdays, which is the Girl Scouts, which provides a lot of service to us of trying to get them to realize that they can earn badges and their merits and be able to move and work towards something. That's been good. It's been good. Some of the changes, they were reluctant at first, you know, because they weren't used to some of those things. And I think over about a 3 or 4 month period, it has gotten better. They've adjusted to it. Most of them have had contact with the Department of Human Services through the child welfare system. A lot of them come from broken homes. May not have been required to go to school in their families, so getting that going back again has been the challenge. Not had the role models, the positive role models they need to be productive, and that's what I'm trying to instill with my staff too, is that, you know, if we expect the residents or the young ladies at our facility to do something, we should be demonstrating that also. Yeah, you know, we don't have a lot of room at 4G to provide a lot of services to the young ladies that are placed in our custody. So we've had to go outside of the facility and look for other things that we can do. One of those is that let's say our brother facility over at Tecumseh, they have a swimming pool. Since we don't have that, instead of having to use their staff to supervise that, I have sent out 2 staff and had them certified lifeguard, so we can just schedule a time with the superintendent at Kojak that we can go over there and we can provide that service to them without having to ask the facility to fill in for us. I think a priority right now is trying to provide a safe, secure environment for the residents at 4G. The building that we're actually housed in right now was built in 1970 and it was first opened in 1971. So I think what we need to do is try to upgrade those facilities and be able to provide, I think, a better housing unit and more recreational opportunities, and just a lot better place for them to be. That would be my goal. If you haven't worked in a juvenile setting before, it takes some very unique individuals sit down with the residents that we have at the facility and to provide the services and be positive at all times. There's a lot of work hours. A lot of times, it's difficult to find staff to work inside the treatment facility. One of the hardest things to do is to work with people and to stay positive at all times. And I think my staff, they do that, and we try to provide training throughout the year that will help them with that. What do I tell them? I work with young ladies that are involved with the court system to provide them services that make them a more productive citizen when they return to the community. Because that's my ultimate goal, is I want them to be able to go back home and be productive and not have to come in contact with the Department of Corrections.